welcome back to the channel. It has been a little bit since I have done a video. We are an Expedited team and it is brutal. If I can give an example. So we picked up a load in Cartersville, Georgia, and we took it all the way to Seattle in about 2.5 days. And then we pick up a load in Seattle and we take it all the way back to the East Coast. We don't know yet if it's going to be to Cartersville, Georgia, or if we're going to go all the way down to Cocoa, Florida. Over 3,000 miles, and again, 2 to 2.5 days. And there's two of us driving. It is really, really challenging. OTR was hard, and now OTR seems like a dream, because you get to stop and sleep in a non-moving truck for at least 10 hours before you get back on the road. With with Expedited, you don't get that luxury. The truck is always moving. Challenges are things like showers. When do you get to take a shower? We're coming up on a reset. We do not recap with Expedited. We drive until our hours are out. So yay, we're coming up on reset, but it's a rolling reset. So let me see, his hours run out before mine, so I will be driving while he does his first 10 hours. We'll get 24 hours in a position where we can stop somewhere, hopefully get a hotel, take a shower, maybe swim in the pool, get a nice dinner, and then, we just keep going. It's So sorry, I had to stop because there's little things with the truck, like we have a seatbelt that rattles incessantly. I forgot to put the seatbelt in on the passenger side. We don't have time to get these little things fixed on our truck. Any kind of repair we need is a detriment to our travel. Lately, we have had a tandem tire blowout. That was one stop that took about 3 to 4 hours. Then we had our steer tires were worn out, and we had to get those replaced. That was another 3 or 4 hours that we were stuck without being able to run. We had a problem with one of our airbags, and so another stop that took 4 hours. Every minute with Expedited is money out of our pocket. We travel about 6,000 miles a week between the two of us, and that's our goal, is just to roll. They told us in orientation that we would run the tires we'd run the rubber off the wheels, and we do that. Our truck is almost at 250,000 miles. That means we'll get switched out to a new truck. We are looking forward to that because this one is rattling and rolling, and we have run it to death. So right now what we're looking forward to is Todd's finishing up his shift. He had about 13 hours. After his 10, he's going to start his rolling reset. And then I jump in and I have about 15 hours. Of course, you can't drive that long with the OTR rules and all the regulations, but we are going to take a reset. We are going to take a shower. We're going to do some laundry. We're going to go to a restaurant and eat. We're going to stay in a hotel, hopefully swim in the pool. Those little things. We get 24 hours of pleasure. We do have a home time set up pretty soon. Today is July 4th. Happy 4th of July. With the state of our country, who knows? This may be our last 4th of July. I don't get into politics online. Anyway, it may be our last 4th of July. So it was nice to see all of 3 fireworks that shot off on our travel. We were in Wyoming, in the middle of nowhere. We went to Seattle. It was the first time I got to see Washington. It is absolutely beautiful once you get over the mountains. Everything I want in a perfect place to live. You have the water, the evergreens, the mountains. It was beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about this job, is that you get to see every corner of the country. With all the times we've gone through, Wyoming and Nevada and, Utah and all that, I finally stopped and asked somebody, where's the buffalo? Why don't I ever see any buffalo? Well, they're further north than what we travel. Expedited, we pretty much stick to I-20, I-80, I-40, and that's what we do. We just race across country. We go from the East Coast to the West Coast in 2.5 days, and the West Coast to the East Coast in 2.5 days, and we pick up another load, and we just keep repeating. It is really hard. As far as the relationship goes, we spend 24/7 together. It is a challenge. I love my husband so much. He puts up with all of my grouchy moods that, hey, I need coffee. I need more caffeine. And he is a saint. He has a great sense of humor. And, we just keep rolling. Anyway, I had somebody that asked me where my videos are. I did, text him back. I messaged him back and said, we're so busy. It is so hard to make videos. I have a few minutes off here. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I drive from noon till midnight. So it seems my video cut off. It didn't all take. So what was I saying? Okay. Expedited is a brutal team to work with, but it's very rewarding. We're making good money, and we like that, but we run. 24 hours a day, this truck is running. We may get like a couple hours in the noontime. Like if he stops at 11 and I start driving at 1, we get 2 hours to stop, eat. We do tend to eat just once a day. May have a little snack later. It's a hard life, but it's good because we have goals. We want to buy some property. We want to get a house. Things like that. So, anyway, I just wanted to close this out with a happy 4th of July. I think I saw 3 whole fireworks today because we were in the middle of Wyoming and there wasn't a lot going on. But we didn't get stuck in the 4th of July traffic in the biggest city. I don't know, that's about it. I mean, somebody asked what my videos were, and Expedited is a very, very busy industry. Right now, we are carrying a load from Washington to either Georgia or Florida, depending on our time frame. We will have a 24 hours that we get to actually shut down and do a reset, which I mentioned earlier. So hopefully we'll have some fun, be a couple. It's those 24 hours that we get to renew our relationship that we tend to damage over the road. My patience is so short compared to what it used to be. And he's a silly man, and sometimes it gets on my nerves, and I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is definitely interesting. It takes a special kind of people that can work an expedited route. And I'm just grateful they give us this opportunity because, for the first time in years and years and years, probably since COVID, we've made some decent money. And we're able to get on top of our bills and our debts, and hopefully soon be able to start saving towards our future. It's really kind of cool. Okay, I have to mention this last footnote that we started out in the South where it was really, really hot, and we were down in Phoenix and New Mexico. Oh, New Mexico is where we had our tandem tire blowout, and it was recording 119 degrees. Sorry, I have the hiccups. And then we're up in Washington and Wyoming, where right now it is currently like 50 some odd degrees. And so we get a break from all the heat. Our home time will be in Houston, where once again, we are stuck with the absolute swampy heat, humidity, which I absolutely hate. where we live, they're getting ready to put a tollway through. Oh, sorry, I don't have a phone holder per se. They just tore down all the houses next to our house to put in a freeway. So we are getting out of there as soon as we can. It's kind of a mess over there. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to call it a night. It's after 3 a.m. Central Time, which is the time that we work off of. No matter which time zone we are in, our shifts go by Central Time. So it's after 3 a.m. I am so tired. I am going to bed. I wish you all well. Please leave your like, your shares, your comments. I appreciate everybody that comments to me, that I have something to respond to. I do check those periodically. And y'all have a great 4th of July. I hope you appreciate our independence for as long as it lasts after this upcoming election. I have no idea what's going to happen to our country. Anyway, y'all take care. I love you, and I appreciate you. And bye. Good night. Oh, my husband wanted me to say bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Because nobody else says that. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.